And on the flip side, players that did not impress me in week one. Let's get to it. Julio Jones, under 30 yards, was a non-factor. He's one of the reasons why I thought Tannehill was going to win Offensive Player of the Year. Julio Jones, A.J. Brown are two elite weapons, one of the best wide receiver corps or duo, in my opinion. And with Derrick Henry in the backfield, I thought that was just going to really boost Tannehill. To be fair, I could put Tannehill too. I could put Tannehill in here too as players that didn't impress me. Or I could just put the whole Titans team here. They did not show up. Julio Jones had a penalty that his coach brought up in the post press conference, but he needs to do more on the field. Julio Jones, they traded for him. There was a lot of hype. There's a lot of hype around the Titans. Julio Jones needs to step it up. Needs to not draw those dumb penalties. Another player that didn't impress me, Daniel Jones, week one against the Broncos, another fumble, more turnovers, more of the same. Doesn't look like he has command of the pocket. Doesn't look like he's not inspiring. He's not inspiring me. I'm pretty sure he's not inspiring Giants fans. I've seen them on Twitter. I've seen them on Reddit. Daniel Jones, in my opinion, is not the guy for the Giants. They need to move on. I'm losing patience in him. A lot of people have already lost all their patience with Daniel Jones, and he keeps fumbling. He doesn't take care of the football. And when you're a quarterback, that should be your number one responsibility: taking care of the football, keeping your team in good down-to-go distances, spreading the football, reading defenses, all that good stuff, but protect the football. And Daniel Jones is one of the worst, if not the worst, quarterback to do that. So week one just reiterated that for me. He, in my humble opinion, he is not the guy for the Giants, and they need to move on from Daniel Jones. He cannot take care of the football. Another player that did impress me, I already highlighted it a little bit when I talked about the Saints versus the Packers, but Aaron Rodgers came out flat. A lot of drama this offseason, a lot of chit chatter going on the Pat McAfee show, getting an interview that gets played right before the game. A lot of chatter with Aaron Rodgers. I like the guy. I enjoy his segments in the podcast with McAfee, and I enjoy what I did not blame him for what he did in the offseason, but to say he had a bad performance in week one is an understatement. Probably the worst game of his career in the regular season. Josh Allen came out flat. I think he deserved that contract. The Bills had to pay him. They got their guy, but uninspiring performance in week one. Yes, he did play the Steelers. Yes, he did go up against the highest paid defensive player ever in TJ Watt. But, you expect Josh Allen to do more, and he was not able to elevate himself or the team to in week one. So I got to put him on the list. Do I think any of these guys are not going to be able to turn it around? No. So far, the list is Julio Jones, Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen. I think all of them could turn it around except Daniel Jones. I have lost hope with Daniel Jones. I don't think he's the guy. And like I said, the Giants got to move on from Daniel Jones. And the last player that didn't impress me in week one for my list, Thursday Night Football, Elliot. I know he was going against that vaunted Bucs defense, but he doesn't look like he has that pop. He doesn't look like the old Ezekiel Elliott. And I still have hope in him, though. I can't put him in that Daniel Jones category where, week one, it just reiterates what I think of you or I just give up on you. I think Elliott, he'll do better against weaker teams. He's never going to be the Elliott of old. I don't think he's going to be that great or that elite, but he can still be a really good running back. And week one, obviously, hard matchup against the defending champions against the Bucs. But hopefully he bounces back. But he rounds up my list for players that did not impress me in week one. You guys could point. If you guys have any other players that think should be highlighted on the list, let me know. But that's my list. Julio Jones, Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, and Ezekiel Elliott. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, or tweet at me if you're just listening on the podcast. H2H Sports _ that's on Twitter, or at Hearts Handle Sports on Instagram. Let me know who you guys think are some players that did not impress in week one. Some other players that I thought of was Andy Dalton. He's not the guy for the Bears. They should just put Justin Fields in. Another one that didn't really impress was the guy, I keep forgetting his name. Oh, Matt Ryan. I'm sorry. Matt Ryan did not impress for the Falcons. It looked like it's going to be a long season for the Falcons if they are not able to score against the Eagles defense. And it's just going to be a long season for Falcon fans. I'm sorry. And it looks bad for Kyle Pitts. He was my rookie of the year. I thought he was going to have an amazing year, but it looks like the Falcons might struggle on offense. They can't protect Ryan. He's not mobile at all. So we'll see how they do. They couldn't score on the Eagles. I don't see too many worse defenses than the Eagles. They're kind of middle of the pack. So if they can't really do much against the Eagles, then it's going to be a long season. But yeah, those are some other bonus players I could add to the players that did impress me in week 1. Let me know what you guys think.